Hey people, everything seems to be changing fast, but some things are staying the same. All this artwork comes from people who had just been on an ayahuasca trip, a DMT trip. It's the most potent of all drugs, and when they come back, they try to draw what they saw, and it's usually very colorful art. So this DMT, it comes in many places, and here in the Americas, it comes out of old yellow flowered mimosa, and in the Bible they say it's the one they call acacia. It comes from this old Mimosa hostilis. So I noticed lately that people been liking my movies better. I've been staying in English, but I'm gonna stay in English here. We're just gonna read the English part. But this is Psalm 75, and so in 6 it says the kilo, Kila, the killer mimosa, and from the north, from the west, north from the south, exaltation comes. The rise is what it says. ERIS. The killer mimosa. If we go down 2 lines here, 1 line, but God's the judge, and this one he puts down, and this one he exalts. And over here in 8 it says, for a cup there is a cup in the hand of Yahweh, and the wine is red. It is fully mixed, and he pours from this one, surely it dredges. Shall drain and drink down all the wicked of the earth. And so you can see what this says is to colorize the arch, ARX, to colorize the arch. And that's the killer mimosa from the east, the mimosa. So you don't mix wine, you mix ayahuasca, and you can use some mimosa root. What happens is the DMT gets eaten up in your stomach by what they call a MAO, or a MOI, a monooxidase inhibitor, and it breaks the oxygen group off and breaks the crystal, and so it's no longer a drug. But there is other ways to do it. You can break it down and smoke it, or people used to stick it up their rectum, do an enema, and that way that your stomach doesn't kill it. But there's other ways to do it. You can mix up an ayahuasca, and what you're doing is you're mixing up a monooxidase inhibitor. And it's killing that thing in your stomach that's breaking down the oxygen group. And so you can do that with Syrian rue seed. They'll give this Syrian rue seed to people that's depressed, and that's all you need is you take that MAOI and it inhibits that in your stomach, and then the DMT is natural in much of the foods that you eat, and so you get this high off of the lettuce, just off of your normal foods that you've been eating, and it damn sure cheer you up. So I was reading in this Orbis Pictus in that last movie about religion, and they had put the Egyptians down here with the Gentiles. The Egyptians, instead of God, worshipped all sorts of beasts and plants, and whatsoever they saw the first thing in the morning. And so that's what they're talking about here, is these Egyptians in the mimosa drinking the red wine. And the God is in the mimosa handing out the red wine. the god pouring the red wine out the mimosa. And you see all the bird gods in the mimosa. So it's not just the Gentiles and the Egyptians. We can see already this the Jews too, if they covered it up. And it says here in the story that the Sumerians was doing it and getting naked, wrestling on the mud bar. But this is Lamans. Lamans. Now, Lamans is a cat, and a cat is what you would call a chief musician. If you play in a jazz band and somebody comes up and he's just badass, he's got it all, you call him the cat. He's the Lamans, the cat, the chief musician. Of this it shat, to put out, as in shit, to put out, something that the shoot comes out of, from somewhere, of asp. Asp is a serpent. Of asp, of the serpent, sir, S-I-R, sure. And then Houdini, H-U-D-U-D-I-N-U, Houdini, to like, L-K, to like, and then it actually reads backwards. To call, K-L, to call, when need do, W-N-I-D-U-E, when need do, when need, to call when need do, when you need a fix, to call Houdini. Houdini's an ancient word for your drug dealer, I guess. Houdini, and get it out. You see Houdini here again. From the yell, Houdini to holler at Houdini. From yell, reads backwards, M-Y-E-L-A. From Yella Houdini. So I'm not gonna make y'all listen to all this. I know y'all ain't into this Hebrew, but I'm just gonna find here where it says that the Sumerians was doing this and rolling nude on the mud bar. But this line sex, it says the killer mimosa, to memorin, to remember, to memor, B is in, to memorin. And this wouldn't even be read as a B because it doesn't have the dot in it. Will mud bar, from mud bar. This is a word for numbers, and usually when you see it, they say it means the forest or the desert or the bank of the river. They'll call it anything but the mud bar or the numbers. But this is the title of numbers, is MDBR, from mud bar, arise, E-R-I-S. You see, surely it dregs shall drain and drink down. And so this starts with A, it reads backwards, Ka. Ka is your life-giving spirit force in Egypt, Ka. And then his tack tells me to read this backwards, E-Y, they. First from summary. Make mix, I-M-X-2, make mix to. That's what this word here is supposed to go down here. To make mix to is to colorize, and then this reads backwards and forwards, this tack. To colorize, to share the arts, A-R, and X's to Zadi, T-S or T-Z, the arts. To colorize, share the arts. And so a long time ago, they were doing this, and then they were colorizing the arts on the wall. You see the horns of the wicked is the Q-R-N-I, the crowner, so is. To call, and reads backwards, in first, to crown, or so is. where it says I will cut off, it actually is backwards, starts with A, and it's the ODG, see, dig, to dig up the roots. The true from men, TRUMMNE, the true from men. The crown, what? QRNWT, to crown what? Tzaddik. And I'm glad I found this because I've been having trouble with this word. I knew it had something to do as in like static and static, or and much enjoyment. XDIQ, static. Static. So I lied. That was in a different chapter where I was reading about the Sumerians getting naked and resting on the mud bar. I looked everywhere I saw that word had come up. And so it was in one of these other times that's spelled a little different. And I'm not sure which one it is. I read them all. But I'll find it. And I'm running low on my data right now anyway. I don't want to make this movie too long. And I'll get up another time. All right. Good day.